Hey everyone from Taipei, Taoyuan International Airports. This morning we will be flying on STARLUX to the Lion City of Singapore. Since its formation in 2020, the airline has burst into the aviation scene as a strong competitor. Currently, for select routes, there is a limited-time special collaboration with Peanuts for themed flights. This runs until December 31st, 2025, so if you want to experience it, be sure to check out the STARLUX website for information. Check-in counters this morning will be in row 3 and the Peanuts theme begins right here as seen on the displays. As you reach the counter, make sure to pick up the free special edition Peanuts bag tags. Once done, you will be issued with a super cute boarding pass. So if you have some time, it's definitely worth it to explore the area at Terminal 2. There are a huge variety of shops from retail to restaurants or just simply convenience stores. Once you clear security and immigration, the options don't end here with many more things to see. On the air side, we spotted some food upstairs, so we had to go and grab some Taiwanese beef noodles and an egg sandwich. Overall, I was impressed with Terminal 2 at Taoyuan Airport, and I hope to come back again soon. Alright, let's make our way to the gates. Today, our STARLUX flight departs from gate D5. Fortunately, D5 isn't very far away from security and immigration. On this level, there is a small waiting lounge and the main seating area can be found by walking downstairs as you see here. Patiently waiting outside is our Airbus A330neo. This is specifically the A330-900 registered as Bravo-58304. STARLUX has a very young fleet and this aircraft is only 3.2 years old. Today's flight number is JX771 and I love how simple but modern the STARLUX livery is on the A330neo. The 4-hour flight today will take us down south from the island of Taiwan to the small but mighty city of Singapore. I can't wait to get on board and check out the experience. Boarding was done strictly in groups, and since we are near the front section of economy, we were placed in group 5. After a short wait, it's time for us to present our boarding passes. Let's go! Welcome on board STARLUX flight JX771. After being greeted and directed by the cabin crew, I quickly arrive at my seat 33A on the left side of the aircraft. Economy seats have a pitch of 31 inches and a width of 17.5 inches laid out in a 242 configuration. These seats are high-end and made by Recaro, which also feature a 6-way adjustable headrest. For power options, there is a universal power point and a 60 watts USB-C charging ports at the bottom of the seats. In addition to this, under the massive display screen, there is a traditional USB-A charging port. Looking at what you can expect to receive in economy, you do of course get blankets which were clean and fluffy. A very bouncy small pillow is also provided and the headset is wrapped in a Peanuts theme. I will open this up later in the flight, so be sure to stick around. Peering outside the window, we are right next to the Rolls-Royce Trent 7000 engines. The unique A330neo wingtips can also be seen. With boarding finished, it's time to push back from gate D5. As we make our way out, the STARLUX animated safety video was played. So after takeoff, let's take a closer look at the display. Beginning with the flight's map, it is provided by FlightPath 3D and offers excellent customization. Whether you want to pan, tilt, zoom, or select a preset view, it is all there for you to play with. Looking at the display itself, it is an impressive 13.3 inches in size, and even better, it is in 4K resolution. To add some class, there is this fancy Breitling clock that you can interact with. Movies are of course standard with many options available. You can also filter by genre to make things easier. For TV shows, it is very similar with an impressive range available. If you don't want to watch anything, the game section may interest you with again a large variety to pick from. Other areas of the display include this My Trip section, which shows you the Inflight magazine as well as today's menu. It is very easy to browse, and I have to say the unit performs very well. Taking a look at today's menu, we have the choice of the beef bacon donburi or the roasted chicken pasta. Let's see what I decide to pick later. Moving on to the rest of the seat features, we have this small tray area which you can place your device, and as well as this, there is a cutout for drinks. The bifold tray table can be released from the latch and of course is also adjustable. Just in time too, as it's now time for meal service. So in the end, I chose the beef bacon donburi as you see here. Unfortunately, this wasn't fully in the peanuts theme, but anyways, let's take a closer look. In addition to the main meal, there is a bread roll, fruit bowl, and a tub of Mövenpick yogurts. For drinks, I chose cola. Metal STARLUX cutlery is provided, which is fantastic, and the only thing in the peanuts theme is the wet wipes. Digging deeper into the main meal, we have the beef donburi laid out with vegetables and egg. Taste-wise, it was pretty good, however, I would say it is a little bit too salty. Opening the fruit bowl, we have some very fresh slices of fruits, including guava and dragon fruits. Inside the seat pockets, there is the STARLUX Inflight magazine as well as the A330neo safety card. This magazine is actually just the hard copy of the one I showed earlier in the Inflight entertainment system. So after the meal service, the cabin crew came around and asked passengers if they would like to make any in-flight purchases. With the special peanuts theme, I have no choice but to take out my wallet and get some of these special keyrings. These are pretty cool and a great way to remember this flight. One more thing to mention are the STARLUX playing cards, which you can request for free. The Snoopy edition ones are unfortunately out of stock, but I love these default galactic space ones STARLUX has. Right now, we are about halfway through the flight, and to settle in, there is also free Wi-Fi available as you see on the screen. It is called the Galactic Wi-Fi, and as a note, the free plan only allows you to use Wi-Fi for texting services. Unwrapping the headsets, we get a fairly basic unit with the STARLUX brand. Soft rubber cushioning is present, which is a plus. If you do have your own headset however, feel free to connect it with Bluetooth to the in-flight entertainment system. A quick look inside the A330neo lavatory reveals a larger area with typical amenities. The place was kept clean and tidy, and everything was stocked up ready for use. I have also seen that a toothbrush kit can be requested, so ask the cabin crew if you need one. As we approach the later stages of the flight, the cabin became very relaxed. There is one final service though before landing, which are the Snoopy egg rolls. They come in a pack of 3 and are simply delicious. With around 40 minutes left before arriving at Singapore, the cabin was prepared for landing. As we descend, let's go through today's ratings. Beginning with the cabin crew, they were fantastic from the moment of entry into the aircraft. They were super efficient during meal service and in-flight purchases. However, I thought they could have been more interactive with passengers. Overall though, they were very friendly and professional, so for this rating, I'm giving them a 9.5 out of 10. For food and drinks, the beef donburi was certainly tasty, however, was on the saltier side. Everything else was pretty good, but I would say the meal tray is a little smaller compared to other economy meals from Japan Airlines, ANA or Emirates. so for this category, it's an 8.75 out of 10. For comforts, the Recaro CL3710 seats are definitely very modern and comfortable. They do also recline back 5 inches, which I enjoyed on this 4-hour journey. The Inflight entertainment system is also excellent with a powerful interface and one of the biggest screen sizes in the industry for economy. The STARLUX A330neo seat pitch of 31 inches is nothing special, however, with other airlines offering 32 to 34 inches in economy. Considering all this, I'm giving this category a 9 out of 10. For those with very tight transit times, the timeliness category is very important. Today, we will be landing at 12:20 PM and will be at the gates around 5 minutes later. This is an early arrival of 20 minutes, so for this category, it's a perfect 10 out of 10. Finalizing everything, we get a strong score of 9.31 out of 10. Today's flights on STARLUX was impressive, and the Peanuts theme was a nice touch. Welcome to Singapore Changi Airport, and I hope you enjoyed this review of STARLUX Airlines. Do you love aviation and traveling? If so, please remember to subscribe before leaving to ensure you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you for watching today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and be sure to leave a like. Take care and see you next time.